Ever pondered about how rain is formed? Well, it's a fascinating tale intricately woven by Mother Nature herself. At the heart of this tale is the water cycle, a ceaseless process that keeps our planet alive and thriving. It's a journey that begins with a single water molecule rising from the Earth's surface, transforming into a cloud and finally descending as a raindrop. Intrigued? Delve in with us as we explore the captivating journey of a raindrop. Did you know that the formation of rain is a part of a larger cycle called the water cycle? It's a fascinating process that happens continuously all around us, and yet most of us are barely aware of its intricate workings. The water cycle is a beautiful dance of nature, choreographed by the sun's heat and Earth's gravity. It begins with evaporation, where the heat of the sun causes water from oceans, lakes, and rivers to turn into vapor and rise into the sky. This invisible ascent forms the first stage of our cycle. Then comes condensation. As the water vapor rises and cools, it transforms back into liquid, forming clouds. This is where our water waits, high in the sky, preparing for its grand descent. The next stage is precipitation. When the clouds can no longer hold the water droplets, they release them, and we experience this as rain, sleet, or snow. Finally, the water collects in bodies of water, ready to start the cycle all over again. Now let's dive deeper into the first step of this cycle: evaporation. Imagine a water molecule basking in the sun's heat, gaining energy, and finally ascending into the sky. Now, this is no ordinary journey. The process we're talking about is evaporation, a fundamental part of the water cycle. The Earth's surface, filled with bodies of water, is like a vast, sun-soaked stage where this magic happens. Picture water in a lake, river, or even a tiny puddle, all under the watchful gaze of the sun. The sun's heat energy imparts a spark, a jolt of energy to these water molecules. This energy is so powerful, it breaks the bonds holding the water molecules together. Now free, these energized molecules transform from a liquid state into a gaseous state, becoming water vapor. This water vapor is lighter than the surrounding air, and so it rises upwards into the atmosphere. This is the invisible ascension, the start of a remarkable journey. Up in the air, our tiny water molecule is ready for the next stage, condensation. Ever wondered what clouds are? They're simply water in another form. As the invisible water vapor continues its ascent into the cooler regions of the atmosphere, a fascinating transformation begins to unfold. This is where the magic of condensation comes into play. Condensation, a key player in the water cycle, is the process by which water vapor cools down and changes back into liquid form. As the water vapor rises and encounters cooler air, it begins to lose some of its heat. This cooling of water vapor causes it to revert to tiny water droplets. Each droplet is minuscule, much lighter than the air, allowing them to float and band together. These clusters of tiny water droplets are what we see and recognize as clouds, majestic floating water reservoirs in the sky. An amazing transformation, isn't it? From invisible vapor to visible clouds, water continues to surprise us. With clouds formed, we are now set for the main event, precipitation. And finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, the formation of rain. Our story continues high in the cloud, with our water droplets. These droplets are not solitary entities, but rather social butterflies, gathering together in a grand airborne assembly. They engage in a dance, a ballet of sorts, where they merge, grow, and combine. This process, known as coalescence, is the first key step towards precipitation. As the droplets continue their dance, they grow larger and larger. But alas, every dance must end. For our droplets, the finale comes when they become too heavy to stay aloft in the cloud. Gravity, ever the unyielding force, starts to pull them downwards. But our droplets are now raindrops, falling towards the earth in a grand display of nature's drama. This is the rain we know and love. The rain that waters our plants, fills our rivers, and sometimes, if we're lucky, gives us that wonderful smell of petrichor. As they descend, these raindrops continue to grow, collecting other droplets in their path and gaining speed. They cut through the air, leaving trails of cooled air in their wake. This is the raindrop's grand journey, a journey that began as a mere speck of moisture, but ends as a vital contribution to life on Earth. And voila, that's how rain is formed. So let's do a quick recap of our water molecule's epic journey. It all began with the invisible ascension, a process powered by the sun's heat. This energy caused our water molecule to evaporate from the surface of the earth, transforming from a liquid state into a gas. This was its first step into the vast open atmosphere, leaving its earthly home and embarking on an adventurous journey. Our molecule then found itself in the company of billions of others, forming a community known as a cloud. This was a significant stage in the water cycle, a stage we refer to as clouds, the water's new home. It's here in these fluffy white heavens that our molecule underwent a transformation. With the drop in temperature, it condensed back into a liquid state, clustering together with others to form larger droplets. The grand fall, the climax of our adventure, is when these droplets became heavy enough to overcome the pull of the cloud. Gravity then took over, guiding them on their journey back to Earth. Each droplet, a tiny sphere of life-giving water, raced toward the ground, creating the phenomenon we fondly know as rain. This journey isn't just a one-time occurrence. It's a continuous, cyclical process that keeps our planet alive and thriving. It's the water cycle, an essential part of nature's grand design. From evaporation to condensation, from cloud formation to precipitation, every stage is vital and interconnected. Our water molecule's journey is a testament to the intricate and beautiful dance of nature. It's a story of transformation and movement, of ascension and descent, of evaporation and precipitation. It's a story that reminds us of the wonders of the natural world, the complexity of our environment, and the delicate balance that sustains life on Earth. And that, my dear friends, is the fascinating tale of how rain is formed. Until next time, keep wondering and exploring the world around you.